Hi, welcome back to Spirit Lounge. This is the second installment of the day. So we're on the next chapter. And this is two parts. It's the first revelation of James, and there is a second revelation of James, which I may try to do tomorrow. So without further ado, let's go straight into this. Okay, so the first revelation of James, some of the script actually, as it progresses through the chapter, gets less and less. There's less and less narrative because some of it's more, some of the, this particular section or the original text were damaged. So there's a lot of sentences are missing and fragmented, so you can't really make out what's being said. So apology if some of it doesn't join up correctly because it doesn't in the original text either. So this is two works, as I said. There's a first and a second scripture. The first revelation of James is this video, and then the second revelation will be the next one following. It's about Jesus' dialogue between James, and James being called a brother, not a physical maternal brother, but a brother in the spirit, and it's called James the Just. It's after Peter's departure, when James became the leader of the Christian community at that time, and it's about diverse subjects, mostly about some traversing the realms after post-death, and also to prepare James with his own destiny, because post Jesus' crucifixion or prior, James was said that he would be also arrested and punished the same. So let's get into this. Okay, the first section is Jesus speaks with his brother James about the one who is and the coming suffering. Okay, the Master spoke to me. See now the completion of my deliverance. Though you are not physically my brother, I know you well. When I give you a sign, pay attention. Once nothing existed except the one who is, unable and ineffable, that's the divine grace itself, the all. I have been given many names. This would incur that the Spirit of Jesus has maybe incarnated many times, or he has been named many things in this life of that he has as Jesus, as Yeshua, as Isha. We both came from the one who is. You have inquired about femaleness. It did not exist. Femaleness was not first. It prepared divine powers for itself. I came to be, for I am an image of the one who is. I brought forth the image. I know what is theirs. I shall reveal to you. I believe what he's talking about is the femaleness. This may be the Sophia. Sophia wasn't the one that came first, because remember, Sophia created what was in error through herself without the maleness. Now what that really means, she did that singularly without the unity with the all guiding the manifestation. Okay, Jesus and James discussed the hostility of the rulers of this world. James said, they will arrest me. So this is the rulers are the physical in this particular aspect, not the archontic or demiurge in the metaphysical aspect. They will arrest me. What shall I do? He said. You too will be arrested. Leave Jerusalem. This is a dwelling place of many archons. So that is, lower vibration frequencies, evil intended people. Who they are like you should leave. They are like you should leave. So he's saying, you will know who they are and what they are like when you leave Jerusalem. James said, are there 12 realms of 7? Master said, the one who spoke through this scripture had limited understanding, as far as what has come from the immeasurable. I shall give you a sign concerning their measure. These are 72 inferior heavens. And remember, 72, where that comes from. That comes from 7 heavens. 6 were archons, the 7th was the demiurge. Within the 6, there were also female and male aspects of them. So there were multiple archangels and angels within these heavens as well. So therefore, in the end, they were all totaling 72, having their own dominion of their own sphere of dominion, but there were only 7 heavens, but within them were the dominion of 72. I've gone through this in other chapters. Previous chapters in the Nag Hammadi actually go through the calculation of these, so I think it may have been 2 videos ago. They have been established by them, their power in them, insignificant as it is. If you wish, sorry, my contact lens is going funny. If you wish to number until you throw off blind thought this bond of flesh, then you will no longer be James, and all those without number will have names given to them. Rabbi, how shall I attain to the one who is? He said, powers are not armed against you alone, against me also, with others. Within me will be silence and a hidden mystery. So what they're saying is, I shall give you a sign concerning their measure. They have been established by them, the power in them as insignificant as it is. So he's trying to count, who are his enemies in the physical plane. But this is also inferring that the realm that has been established here has been established by the archontic frequencies, which is then manifest through the physical beings that rule this area at that time. I just missed one there. Okay. The next is James professes that Jesus came with knowledge, and Jesus goes to his passion. James said, Rabbi, if they arm themselves against you, Master said, continue in your commitment, be concerned about your deliverance. I shall complete what is destined here on earth. The Rabbi said, Rabbi, how is that? So James is asking, Rabbi, how is that? Will you appear again? Master said, I shall make everything clear to you, your sake, but also because of the unbelief of people. For your sake, but also because of the unbelief of people. For many will attain to faith, and they will grow. I shall appear to rebuke the rulers. There is one who is invincible. Let them enter your heart. This includes a psalm in the section, so there's a nice, really lovely psalm in the section. It's way too long for me to retype. If you do read the book, it's in there. So this is effectively saying that when it talks about when it talks about I shall appear to rebuke the rulers, he's not talking about the physical rulers. What Jesus is referring to is when he appears, he's talking about Christ consciousness. In this respect, he's talking about Christ consciousness, although James is talking about when they arm themselves against you. This also is the physical and the metaphysical. But also this is mostly talking about the metaphysical, where he will rebuke the rulers with the archons, and who is the demiurge. So he comes to implant the Christ consciousness within us so that we understand our divinity, and through that we can rebuke the rulers when we leave the material realm and move ourselves in towards the realm of the all. So he's talking about the one who is invincible, which is the all, and let the invincible into your heart. The risen Master appears and explains to James the real meaning of his passion. They were waiting for the sign of his coming, and it came after some days. James prayed, the Master appeared. James embraced him, James stopped praying and embraced him. Rabbi, I found you. I heard the suffering you endured. You know my compassion. I reflected upon it, that I would never see these people again. They must be judged. What they have done is not right. Master said, James, do not be concerned. I am the one who was within me. I am not distressed. Do not harm. They did not harm me. They did not inflict upon a figure of the rulers. So what he's saying is that he is the expression of the Christ consciousness of the divine spirit within him, which was the message. And he's saying the harm they inflicted on him was actually inflicted upon the figure of the rulers, the physical ones, but also the metaphysical ones of the archons themselves. The just God became angry with you since you had been a servant to him, Because of this, you have the name James the Just. You stop praying because you are just man of God. I tell you the truth, you have set in motion great anger and wrath against yourself. James felt fearful. Master said, James, this is how you will face these sufferings. Flesh is weak and it will get what is ordained for it. James wiped away his tears. So he's telling James that in the physical sense he's going to be pursued, he's going to be arrested and punished, probably similarly to how Jesus was, or crucifixion. I don't know enough about whether that happened. But also he's going to go through trials or tribulations in the afterlife as well, and he's trying to teach James how to navigate the realms that he will perceive in his energetic form once he leaves the body. Okay, Jesus reveals to James how he also will be delivered from suffering. Now the suffering, remember, for the most part is all metaphysical. It's about passing through the realms. And this particular section explains it quite well. So Master said, James, when you are arrested,